Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to Global Public School online classes. In our previous class we studied about the meaning of public administration, the definition of that, the scope of that, and we also understood what is POST and CORB, the planning, organizing, staffing, directing, the coordinating, budgeting, reporting, all that we studied, and after that we also studied about the different concepts of the civil services, that is recruitment and training. And I had promised you that in this class of today we are going to talk about the very important concept UPSC. Maybe you might have heard from your elders how exactly, see, I'm applying for the UPSC exam, I'm planning for the UPSC exam. What do you mean by that? You might be thinking, what do you mean by UPSC exam? How exactly they will be applying for it? What exactly comes from that? What exactly UPSC means? You will have that question mark. So let's keep all your question mark there itself. Let me give you the answer for that, students here. See, we're going to study about the UPSC exam here. What exactly UPSC exams means? What do you mean by UPSC means? What all the things comes from that? All that we're going to study here in our today's class. UPSC, first of all, UPSC means Union Public Service Commission. Union Public Service Commission, according to the Constitution, which provides for the formation of the Independent Public Service Commission in order to select and to recruit the capable and the honest civil servants to the government. And here the public service should be kept away from all the influence from the politics, from the personal agendas, and it should be uphold the respect and the dignity of the civil services. So here is the chairman of the UPSC this one. Present chairman is Professor David R. Simlay, and you can see one more image which shows here is the Nandini, who has made the IAS topper in the year 2016. And according to the Article 315 of the Constitution, there should be a separate public service commission for the center and the state. Okay, so 2 or 3 states can have a joint public service commission, but here the central commission should be different and the state commission should be different. And the president here appoints the chairman and the members of the central and joint public service commissions. The tenure of these members is of 6 years or attaining to the age of 65 years or whichever is earlier. And the commission works independently of legislature and executive. So the secretary works for the commission and presently it is based at Delhi. So it's purely work for the commission and it is presently based at Delhi, students. And if I want to tell you what are the functions of that, the commission functions under the Article 320 of the Constitution, and the following functions are conducting the exams for the recruitment of Group A and B officers of central government, conducting the interviews for direct recruitment, advising the central government on the issues related to the promotion and the transfer, and it is also advising the government on the initiation of disciplinary actions against the erring of the government employees, and also on the direction of the president, advising the government any needed issues here. So these are the functions, students. The commission also conducts the exams for the civil services, technical services, forest services and the defense services at a national level. Anybody can apply here. So here IAS, Indian Administrative Service. What is IAS means? Indian Administrative Service. Here you can see the picture of Nandini, who has cleared the IAS. She is the topper of IAS on 2016. And IPS is nothing but Indian Police Service. IPS is nothing but Indian Police Service. You can see an image of Ravi D. Chandranawar, who has actually cleared IPS exam, and he also worked as the IPS officer of Bangalore. And here IFS, Indian Foreign Service, and IRS is of Indian Revenue Service. IAAS is nothing but Indian Accounting and Auditing Services. These are the exams, these are all the positions which will be there in our UPSC. UPSC is nothing but Union Public Service Commission. Right? So here they conduct the exams on the basis of 3 levels. One is a preliminary examination, second is the main exam, third is the personality test. First is the preliminary exam. How exactly the preliminary exam looks like, you can see here. So they'll see the preliminary exam purely based on the general knowledge, normally the aptitude test and the basic test. It will be maybe for 2 hours, 3 hours, or maybe for 100 marks, 200 marks. So here is the OMR sheet where exactly, so for example, the question paper will be given to you, the 4 options will be given. So here is the answer sheet they will give you. You just, for example, question number 7. So here is your question number 7. If you feel that your answer, the option in that D option is correct, then you can mark D. If you feel that C is correct, then you can mark C. Like that, the preliminary examination will be happening. The second examination here is of the main examination, that's purely based on the subject level. So based on the study, based on the subject level, this will happen. For example, the syllabus will be there for that. There will be a chapter, there will be a lessons, all that will be there. Based on that, they can study and apply for that particular exams. And the third type of examination is of personality test. As I told you, recruitment, the first formal and informal training I told you, right? The personality test, the way you sit, the way you speak, the way you react to any question is really matters here, right? They can ask you any question. There is a lot of questions which is being asked. They have asked some of the questions which you can feel that is like nonsense, but the questions has a lot of sense to that. For example, normally we play a game, right? They'll tell you that I will tell you a story where an ant is going for a marriage and from top something is falling. The small story in which they will try to observe your memory power. They'll try to observe what kind of the presence of mind you have. All that test will be done in the personality test. Then in there itself, you will not have any time for it. On the spot you have to answer. That and all we call as personality test. The second next type of thing which comes up here is of Karnataka Public Service Commission. That is KPSC, the exams which will happen here, and you will get the jobs here. You will be working here in Karnataka for the KPSC services. So let's study that in detail tomorrow in our next class. Today whatever we have studied in our class, that's UPSC, I want you to study this in detail, understand. If at all, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to me through the Google Classroom app, students. If not, you can reach out to me through the WhatsApp. And I want you to read this clearly. UPSC is nothing but Union Public Service Commission. Where exactly, how exactly it is there, what is the preliminary tests, what is the functions, how exactly it works, and how exactly which article is actually related to that, what is the 3 type of a test, and what are all the positions which will be there. All that I want you to study that in detail. I want you all to study that in detail. And if at all, if you have any doubts, reach out to me through the Google Classroom app or WhatsApp. And I want you to write the explanatory notes and share it with me through the Google Classroom app, students. Till that, students, stay safe, stay home, and keep your learning button on. Thank you so much, students. Allah Hafiz.